Hi everybody, this is Ryan from yesyoureright.blogspot.com. Now I know originally we said we were only going to update once a week, but because of the huge surge in the hippie wars here locally, I felt that it was only appropriate and necessary to provide you with the following clip. Hysterics of a Hippie.
Hey, can you just state your name for the record?
Joseph Usher Gay.
Okay. So Usher, just tell me, why do you think they call you a hippie?
Previous life experiences, maybe. Has to do with, at one point in my life, did a lot of drugs, smoked a lot of pot, listened to a lot of jam bands, and talked about nonsense and dreamed of living on a hippie commune.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, what kind of impact do you think that's had on your driving ability?
That's ridiculous.
Only if you think so. I mean,
on my driving ability. I'm absent-minded. I focus too much on music when I'm driving. So therefore.
Okay. Anyway, let's just go ahead and change gears here. Tell me, how would you describe your relationship with Eskimo ice?
It's a complex relationship. I enjoy Eskimo ice, but at the same time, it just irks me for some reason. You know, it's hard to have a relationship with something that you like and you dislike a lot of the time. It's strained a lot of the time. We haven't been as close as I would have liked lately. It hasn't called me back. Hasn't been returning my calls lately.
Okay, I can see you getting a little emotional here. So let's change gears here again, and just tell me, in your recent non-existent novel, Stupid Book, you claim that you were born with an outie belly button. How do you refute those who say this is a result of how you were raised?
First of all, I want to say that Stupid Book is the best non-existent novel ever created, in my opinion. But as to those that say that this is a result of how I was raised, it makes no sense. I was not raised before I was born. I was born with an outie belly button. Now it's retreated inwards, having any. Those who say it's a result of how I was raised are stupid. I can't be raised before I was born. I was born with an outie belly button.
Okay, so obviously you can't even prove your point. Now tell me, if love is blind, then why is lingerie so popular?
Lingerie has to do with lust and not love.
Okay, well, I mean, if you feel so strongly about that, then do you think that the lingerie market has sped up the effect of global warming?
In some ways, maybe. I mean, I don't really know how lingerie is made, but
shouldn't you?
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Do some other research before getting back to that question.
You may have to do that. So, you know, one thing that the world just kind of wants to know is, whose cruel idea was it for lisp to have an S in it? I mean, it's horrible. I mean, it makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, the poor children suffer every day. I mean, what are your thoughts about this?
I don't know. What else would they call it? Lip makes no sense. It makes it seem like they don't have a problem at all.
Well,
they do have a problem, and it pisses me off, quite frankly. But that's purely because I used to have one.
Okay. All right. So, moving on, what are your thoughts about the new theory that Cheerios are actually tiny donut seeds, and that's how we're now getting our donuts?
I think it's entirely true.
Okay, well
There's been recent evidence put out by the American Medical Association to refute people that seem to think it's not true.
Okay. Well, then doesn't that mean that the mainstream...
I go over this in the stupid book.
Okay. Well, for those of us who haven't read it, because it is the greatest non-existent novel, doesn't that mean that the mainstream bakeries have been lying to us for almost 150 years?
No. I don't think they've been lying because no one has ever asked the right question.
Well, it doesn't matter if anyone's asked the right questions. Aren't they still lying nevertheless?
Cheerios might have been lying.
Okay.
But that isn't necessarily bad. People enjoy Cheerios just as much, and they're low fat and high in calcium, I think, and probably some other good stuff. But I mean,
well, do you think that this whole theory and this, the rejection from the mainstream bakeries, do you think that this is what eventually, back in recent years, do you think that's what caused the Civil War?
I think there's a lot of evidence to suggest that tiny donut seeds caused the Civil War. However, I don't think it pertains to Cheerios because I don't know that Cheerios was part of the mainstream United States at that point.
Okay, all right. Well, tell me, we're almost running out of time here, but real quick, what animal do you think is our ticket to getting Bush out of office?
Animal? The donkey, for sure.
All right, thank you very much, Usher.
Thank you.